guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal and today I'm back with another review of this eyeshadow palette from Beauty Glazed, and this is the Glitz Glam eyeshadow palette. It's actually a bit smaller in real life than it is online. So it says here 10 insanely pigment matte plus glitter shades. The brand Beauty Glazed is more popular in Europe and in America. This is as affordable as the palette that I reviewed last, which is the Faux Color palette. Let's go ahead and see how the palette looks like. And you guys know I'm so obsessed with glitter, so I'm all about palettes with a mixture of matte and glittery shades. So the palette looks like this. So it's just a pink and black palette with some gold, and just looks very similar to the Faux Color palette that I reviewed last. It's actually a very nice size. It's thin, so I like that. The palette inside is metallic as well. Here it's metallic. This is how the so this is how the palette looks like, and it's just pink, black, and some gold. I really love their packaging, and it's actually my first time to try. So this is actually my first time to try a makeup product from this brand, and this is how the colors look like. And as you can see, it's a mixture of matte and glittery shades, and these are not shimmery shades or anything like that. These are straight up glitters. They're just pressed glitters. Oh my god, I love this packaging. It's like gold here, and then the pan size is just perfect for this palette. And it's just this touch of metallic and gold that drives me crazy. 5 matte shades and 5 pressed glitters. And let me give you guys a swatch. So this is just oh my god, that feels so soft. Wow. Let's move on to the next shade, which is like, oh yes, so this is just like an orangey terracotta color. Next color. Okay, so obviously the mattes are so pigmented, and they're super soft as well, and I can't even explain the formula of these. They're just super soft, and wow, can you just look at that? It's just insanely pigmented, and I'm very sure that you need to be light-handed with this when you're applying it, because it's just crazy pigmented. Okay, so this is the wow, oh my gosh. So that is the last matte shade, which is like a berry color. So those are light swatches of the matte shades, and I'm so excited to swatch the glittery shades. So this is actually a solid formula. Like when you press it, it's actually really hard. And the good thing about this is that this is not one of those glitter palettes that is just a glitter overspray. This is actually like 100% pressed glitters. So it's just glitters until you hit pan. So this is the silver, and with this you don't need excuse me, what are you doing there? So you don't actually need a glitter glue for this. It actually sticks on its own, and which is great because you don't want something that's going to be difficult to use. You only need to use your finger to apply this. I would prefer using my finger to apply this. So this is the gold one. Wow. That's the gold. And you can actually build this up. That's just one layer. Okay, so the next one is this bronzy gold color right here. This is just slightly darker than the first gold. And just look at that. It's so nice, and that actually swatches better than the first gold. Wow. That is actually very impressive. Like for a very affordable pressed glitter palette, this is actually impressive. I mean, no joke, this is just one of the best palettes I've ever owned. I can tell you guys that right away. Just this magenta pink color right here. So I actually have loose glitters from wow. So I actually have some loose glitters from AliExpress, and I'm gonna try to give you guys a tutorial on how to press glitters. Can we just pause for a while to appreciate that swatch. This is what I mean by glitter overspray. As you can see, when I first got this, I thought it's going to be like pressed glitters, but not. It's like glitter overspray. I don't know if you can see that, but if you swatch this, like example this green one, it looks like a Vaseline with like glitters on top, which is so disappointing. Okay, so now we have to create a look using this palette. I'm actually eyeing on this magenta color right here, and I think I'm just going to create kind of a crazy look today. First, we're going to start with this like orangey brown color right here. This one is actually super pigmented, but at the same time it's super blendable. It doesn't look patchy, and it didn't give me a hard time blending it even though it's super intense. So sorry if you guys can see my mirror here, but just had to put this here because it's going to be easier for me to do my makeup this way. So now we're going to move on to a darker shade. I'm going to use this third color here. It's just a dark brown color. So we're gonna go back to the first color that we used. Apply that on top of the dark brown. This is actually one of the most pigmented eyeshadows I've ever tried. No joke. If you have this palette, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to go in with this magenta shade and apply it directly on my eyes. Oh my gosh, that is just amazing. That is just really, really pure glitter. Let's try applying this with a synthetic brush. And let's see if it's a lot easier with a brush or a finger. Honestly, I'm having problems applying the glitters, and actually I think it's better to have a glitter glue along with this palette because it has sort of a glue but then it still has fallout. So I think it's better to apply a glitter glue first before you apply the glitter. If you don't have an eyeshadow underneath, it's going to look patchy, but I think if you have an eyeshadow first before the pressed glitters, then it's going to look a lot better. Oh, actually I found the solution only now. You know these sponge tip applicators? This is actually the best tool to apply the pressed pigments, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to apply. It was so difficult to apply with my finger and brush, but this just applies the glitter so evenly and effortlessly. Yep. Yes, yes. This is the best tool for applying the pressed glitter. 100%. This just applied the glitter evenly, and oh my god. I'm just gonna use this gold color on the inner part of my eyes and probably here on my inner corner. So just gonna use the same saver for tonight. Mixture of magenta and gold right now. I don't know if you can see that, but that is just a nice combination. So Okay, so since we're already here, I'm going to use the silver for my inner corner. These glitters has a lot of fallouts, so you definitely need a scotch tape beside you when you're using this because this will help you pick up the fallouts. I just roll this like this and use this to pick up the glitters. So I have a lot on my cheeks and under my eyes. Back with the finished look, and I absolutely love how it turned out, and it's actually really crazy. It's a really crazy look. Definitely I'll wear this for a special event.
I love your makeup.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Really?
You can wear it every day for me.
No, I can't wear this every day. Definitely not. You want?
I want.
You want me to wear this every day?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the matte shades, and obviously I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the matte shades. It's absolutely phenomenal. They're just super pigmented at the same time. It's very blendable, and you've seen earlier that it's like you just need a small amount of this. You'll just look very opaque on your eyes. You have 5 very intense matte colors in this palette, so I can't complain. It's just the most softest and richest formula I've ever tried. Just the matte shades alone makes this palette at par with any expensive brands in the world. And that says a lot because it's actually a very affordable palette. For the glitters, it's actually honestly not the easiest glitters to work with. And I think that most of the time, whether it's pressed or loose, it's always going to have fallouts. And this one had a lot of fallouts, even though, like I've said earlier, it has adhesive already. Like when you swatch it, you don't need a glitter glue. You're just going to swatch it. But if you're going to apply this on your eyes, you definitely need glitter glue for this if you don't want intense fallouts. You always need a scotch tape whenever you're working with glitters, just because you're definitely going to have fallouts even if you use glitter glue or anything like that. But then the great thing about this, if you're really looking for pressed glitter eyeshadows, this is definitely for you. But if you have this sponge tip applicator, it's going to be a lot easier. And I think that this is a unique palette to have in your collection if you're a fan of like creative makeup looks. But one thing I can say about this palette is that I wish it has a brow bone shade. I would highly recommend this palette because I think it's just so unique and so affordable as well. And so this palette is perfect if you're just starting with makeup, or even if you're a professional. This palette, you would absolutely enjoy this palette. It's fun to like play around with these colors, and especially the glittery shades right here. Can't wait to create more makeup looks using this palette. Again, this is the Beauty Glazed Glitz Glam eyeshadow palette. And so I think that's it for my review. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell so that you'll be updated whenever I upload a new video, and I'll see you guys again next time.